First at 4 continues.
The third annual Laurel Cove Music Festival has kicked off. The festival aims to bring together the best up-and-coming and underground musical talent from Appalachia and beyond. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox joins us from Pineville with a look at the scene. Chandler?
Hey Olivia, thank you. So the crowd just continues to grow here. It's really a marvelous scene when you look back. It's really cool. It's a really beautiful scene. I'm going to step out of frame to really explain it to you guys. So you got the stage over there, and then you have, actually, you can't really see it, but there is a pond in front of the stage with racks around it, and then you have stands that kind of come up on the mountain. And a unique scene, and they're expecting a full crowd, even bigger than the one that is right now.
It's been crazy to see. You know, in 2019 we had 200 or 300 people, and then now we've sold it out, which is 1,200. So we've got 24 states, 2 foreign countries. People come from Alaska, Canada, England. I mean, California, New York, all over the place. So very neat.
What can you tell me about that? Yeah, there's people from everywhere here, and I'll have more on that. Just about what makes it unique at 6. Olivia, back to you.
All right, thank you, Chandler. It looks like a lot of fun. I hope that you've enjoyed the music and all of the wonderful food there today. But it has been almost a year since a Southern Kentucky man was seen by his family. The Wayne County Sheriff says foul play could be a factor in the disappearance of Ricky Griffis. His family has sought out to help from the out-of-state canine search team. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to Griffis' family about the heart-wrenching search for him.
Ricky Griffis was last seen around July the 4th here in the Burnside area of Pulaski County, but then no sign of him. His family did receive some strange text messages from his phone. They question whether he actually sent those, and then his phone, his car, and his wallet were all found in a remote area of Wayne County. Since that point, nothing but a lot of questions of what exactly happened to him. His mother says that she can place where Ricky was on July 4th. She believes something happened to him either that day or on the 5th. His car was found on July 6th, but it's now been 11 months and there's been no sign of her son since. She says he was not a perfect man, but she said that he was clean from drugs for almost 2 years. He worked hard. She believes that he will not be found alive. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office is investigating, but she says an out-of-state search crew has agreed to look for him and other missing Kentuckians. She says that is outstanding welcome news that she feels very good about.
They read her post, and our post, hers, touched their heart. And they's ready to gather up their stuff and come look for Ricky.
The Wayne County Sheriff tells me that they have conducted a lot of investigations on this. He says they've conducted 4 polygraph tests, and they're even planning to have another search of the area where his car was found. Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
All right, thank you, Phil. The Cajun Coast search and rescue crew that may help look for Griffis was also used in the search for Savannah Spurlock in 2019. They are planning to be in Kentucky early next week. Across the nation, first responders are in high demand, and many towns are finding it tough to find them. In the Big Sandy, Prestonsburg is just one of many towns who are seeing a shortage of first responders, whether it be firefighters, EMTs, police officers, or dispatchers. Officials say one of the many issues is recruiting the next generation of public servants. But Prestonsburg Mayor Les Stapleton says it is all about finding the right fit.
Find an organization that cares about you. Find an organization that wants to help you grow. They don't just want to get your basic training and leave you there. They want to move you forward in training, which we do here. And the third and final thing is find one that suits you.
Mayor Stapleton added that retainment of first responders is also an issue nationwide, especially following the, quote, COVID era. We will have more on this tonight at 6. Highlands ARH recently announced its latest project to promote employee well-being. The Grow More Garden opened this week, giving employees at the Prestonsburg campus a source to grow and to gather. A garden of raised beds sits near the hospital, serving as a space for tasty treats and tranquil thoughts.
Was to promote some wellness for our employees. While they worked on it, they were able to conduct some physical activity as well as get in touch with Mother Nature and kind of grow these for them and for our benefit of their overall wellness.
The project, donated by the Highlands ARH Auxiliary, is one of many ways the hospital is focusing on health and well-being for its people. As Whitley High School prepares for the big game tonight, one of their student athletes has another big task ahead. On Tuesday, the Kentucky Board of Education announced they have appointed Whitley High School junior Ronald R.J. Osborne to be the student non-voting member on the Board of Education. Chief Communications Officer for the Kentucky Department of Education, Tony Cons-Tapman, says having a student voice provides a valuable perspective.
They provide a really unique experience in that they're in the classroom right now. And so some of the things that we discuss, at the agency and board level really benefit from the influence of our current teachers and students.
Osborne is the third student in the history of the Kentucky Board of Education and the first student out of Eastern Kentucky to hold a seat on the board. We will have more on that decision tonight at 6.
We are still live in Bell County for the Laurel Cove Music Festival, and the party is just now getting started here in Pineville as awesome weather continues and the music continues as well. So if you have any plans to come out to Bell County, the weather could not be better. Let's go over to the London Corbin Airport, also looking at plenty of sunshine at this location. That current temperature 78 degrees. Guys, we could be sweltering in the heat at this time of year, but right now it is very comfortable out there. And over at the Pikeville Medical Center, same story, plenty of sunshine. Also a little bit cooler. That current temperature is at 73 degrees over in Pikeville at this hour. Those current temperatures across the mountains in the middle to upper 70s for most of us. 77 in Somerset, 79 for Wayne County, over to 77 for Perry County, down to 66 right now in the cool spot at Wise, Virginia. So really it is comfortable. Those temperatures well below average. Those dew points are also very comfortable in the middle to lower 40s, and that really measures the moisture in the atmosphere, and it is very dry. It's not muggy. It feels absolutely amazing as you step out the door. And on radar, that clean sweep will continue as we go into tonight. So like I said, if you have any plans, be sure to enjoy this awesome weather while you can, because Olivia, we are tracking some rain chances, and those will return, especially for the second half of your weekend. All those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Cameron. Usually firefighters save others from blazes, but the roles were reversed in Northeast Tennessee Wednesday. The Tennessee Highway Patrol is crediting a bystander for saving a Johnson City firefighter. It says a truck went off the road Friday night and hit a tree. The patrol say Mason Cole stopped to help and pulled the victim from the vehicle. That is why he was at a safe distance when the fire grew as large as it is in this video. Cole says other men helped with the rescue while someone else called 911. A judge in Florida has granted bond to the Ocala woman accused of killing her neighbor over a dispute about children playing. 58-year-old Susan Lawrence was handcuffed wearing a pink and white gel uniform when she entered court Friday morning. She is charged with manslaughter for the death of 35-year-old A.J. Owens. Prosecutors say Owens repeatedly knocked on Lawrence's door to confront her about yelling at her children and throwing a roller skate at her 10-year-old son. Lawrence allegedly fired a gun through her front door, killing Owens.
On count one, is I'm going to set the bond at $150,000. On counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are the 4 misdemeanors. I'm going to set the bonds on each of those at $1,000, which is typically what I do for misdemeanors.
If she posts bond, she will not be allowed to possess any weapons or have contact with the victim's family. In Michigan, there is a museum dedicated to the bicycle. It is the Ella Sharp Museum in Jackson, Michigan. And there is a new exhibit exploring the history, technology, and evolution of the bicycle. The curator says it is a learning opportunity.
It's, I guess, a really easy way to package like a lot of physics and stuff like that, and some chemistry, and for a younger audience. And it's super fun. It's just a fun exhibit. Like, I play with it, other people on staff play with it.
The museum's leadership says the Science of Bikes exhibit will be on display for several more months. It is scheduled to close in January. Wildfires and warmer weather take a toll on our electrical grid. However, a new energy system and emission-free battery facility is being installed in Goleta to help support local infrastructure. This will be the second and largest battery facility of its kind in the region.
Construction is underway on 44 new emission-free batteries tucked between Stork Road and the Cortona Point apartments. These batteries are capable of powering more than 30,000 households when the electrical grid is most stressed.
The city of Goleta and this entire area is dependent on energy that's transmitted over two 220 kilovolt lines that come up from Ventura. So any power storage here offsets the need for that transmission.
GridStore is the owner and operator of the battery facility. The company's batteries will connect directly into the power grid and provide reliable energy to the region.
The battery site system will interact with the grid real time. So it's making tweaks and adjustments, charging, discharging instantaneously to serve the grid in whatever the need is at that moment.
GridStore says its batteries will serve as an additional tool when disasters threaten the grid or when clean energy from solar or wind is not enough.
It can be used in a disaster, but it's not for disasters. It's for making sure that the power grid remains reliable, particularly in the region, while also enabling the greater use of wind and solar power.
The facility is expected to come online this fall with minimal disruptions to people who live nearby.
When it comes time to tie the site in and energize it, we're coordinated very closely with Southern California Edison to ensure that it's a smooth switchover.
Goleta's 60-megawatt facility supports the state's transition to clean energy. The California Energy Commission projects that 49,000 megawatts of battery storage is needed to meet the state's decarbonization goal by 2045.
These two NASA astronauts are conducting a spacewalk to install a solar array on the International Space Station. Steve Bowen's suit has red stripes on it, although it is a bit hard to see them. This is his 9th spacewalk. The astronaut in the unmarked suit is Woody Hoberg, and this is his first spacewalk. Their spacewalk is expected to last 6.5 hours, and it is the first of 2. Coming up as First at 4 continues, there has been a jump in jobless claims across the country.